Good morning and welcome to Math Club. I'm your host, Egnards, and today we are going to be talking about the Galactic Relic Mastery Bundle. I could have swore that I have valued this pack in the past. It may have been a year or two ago on Reddit somewhere, but I couldn't seem to find it, and several people asked me about it yesterday. So here we are at 7 in the morning talking about math like a bunch of nerds. Is it a good value? Is it better than the Supreme Relic Mastery Bundle? I guess you'll find out in about 30 seconds. Okay, so we have where is it in game? Who knows? Not Zeta Galactic Relic Mastery Bundle. $99, $95 if we're talking about buying it on the web store. Seemingly a little bit of everything when it comes to relics. At first glance yesterday on brunch, just kind of crunching numbers in my head quickly, I suggested it was probably about a 50% increase in value. But this morning I sat down with the pack and we put it together. So instead of guessing, we will take a look. Where is my spreadsheet? There it is. Once again, when we look at our raw data, we are looking at relic stuff. Everything predominantly is based on the 500 credit crystal relic packs that come around once a month. So the way that I value this pack is a little bit different than the way that CG values this pack, especially and predominantly those chromium transistors. I value at a 0 because they are worthless once you know how to get them. We're going to pop over to our Galactic Relic Galactic Relic Mastery Bundle. Say that 3 times fast. We will zoom in just a little bit. You would think I would do that ahead of time. There we go. So what we're looking at effectively is a big fat 0 for chromium transistors, a big fat 0 for credits, which is no surprise. Cost of $99, a value of $117.95, and a value increase of roughly $18. Now, even if we were to take this cost down to $95 because of the web store bundle, we're only looking at a 22.87% increase in value. On stream, I suggested it was probably somewhere around 50%, and I am honestly surprised by how low that value increase is, even taking into account that I value some of these items lower than other people are going to value them, or I should say that CG is going to value them as an anchor. When we have things like let's pop over back here, not raw data. When we have things like the Supreme Relic Mastery Bundle, which we've seen come around a couple of times, right? For $99, you are getting so much more in terms of value. The cost being $99, the value being $191, the value increase being 91%, and then basically doubling that when we talk about buying it again as a BOGO for $50. And I know that some of you are saying, oh man, $150, I'd never spend that. But just remember that this video is about a $100 pack, right? So we are talking about an echelon of spending that I will never hope to achieve. I would say that the only world in which it is worth purchasing this right now is if for some reason you bought all of the 500 crystal relic packs the last time they came around for literally every single one of the relic items. You are extremely hurting and you have amounts of money that are ungodly compared to me. I'm sure there existed a world and a time in this game where this bundle was a relatively okay value. when looking at it from a store perspective. But right now, it's just not there. To me, this is a hard, hard pass. Go do yourself a favor, buy some of the smaller relic packs, and maybe buy a Signal Data Ascension if it's still in store. We can actually check that. I believe. No, it says it here. Yeah, go buy those. Save yourself some money. Get this stuff done at a more reasonable rate. If you do watch this video and you do plan on purchasing it even afterwards, I hate you. I don't hate you. I don't care. Do what you want, but I just don't think it's a very smart idea. With all of that said, have a great rest of your day and peace out.